Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing, spectacular Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one, the only Master of Propaganda, your Lord and Master, your King of Kings. Off here to a 1v1 on Faymonville Approach in the north. It is Eisen's Kreuz fighting for the Red Army for a change of pace here with partisans. Guard Motor and Guard Rifle forming up here with the 7th Mechanized Corps. With Infant, or Mine, and Entertainment Bulletin versus South, it is HappyPanther. Happiest of Panthers. They're not happiest of cats, that's Basil. Fighting here for the Wehrmacht, Germany, Deutschland. With the 3rd Panzerdivision here with Spearhead Doctrine, German Mechanized, and Festung Armor with Pack, Panther Faust, and Infantry Bulletins. Gonna MD4 to the HappyPanther, double conscript Eisen's Kreuz. And Festung Armor certainly has been getting a lot more popular as of late. Not by a lot, but still significantly more than it was before after they added the Panther 4 Model J to it and gave it a nice new portrait there. Or at least gave the portrait a nice little update. So double comes there, heading northwards there for the Red Army in the south. Wehrmacht moves forwards for Deutschland. And as always, by the way, a big thanks to my page supporters. These champions are what make this episode possible with so many others. Consider joining the ranks by pledging on Patreon. You can also just donate by PayPal. Links in the description. And also comment, like, share, subscribe, press the bell button. Keep the YouTube algorithms from tearing you apart. Isn't that right, Basil? Yes, he's currently just looking a bit silent. In the south, shots fired. Grenadiers pushing back in the knees there. North side's being steadily secured here by Eisen's Kreuz. Laying down sandbags. I mean, that's good, not bad idea ahead of time there. So thumbs up to Eisen's Kreuz. Battlefield preparation ahead of time is a crucial element that can really make a big difference during a future firefight. Isn't that right, Basil? Yeah, he's just looking for attention now. He's heading back to his current favourite place, which is a sweater I got. In the south, going to swing forward to units in the southern victory point here. Grab the point there. We'll probably see a 3rd Grenadier squad here for HappyPanther so far. I mean, fairly standard stuff from both sides. Triple conscript Grenadiers, slightly going to go for the Guard Motor or Guard Rifle. As for HappyPanther, I mean, Mechanized, Festung Armor, Spearhead, all kind of popular. So, but at the same time, obviously in different directions. So, hard to say here what HappyPanther could be playing. I mean, if he's, happy about Panthers, yeah, like, they technically can all sort of work to a degree with Panthers. So, it's like, not much of a tell there. 3rd Grenadier Squad there for HappyPanther, skirmishing about the southern field point there. Heading northwards with the lone Grenadier Squad, probing the northern front line of Eisen's Kreuz domain and finding himself met with conscripts from both sides. Being surrounded there, the Grenadiers will have to retreat soon, though we are seeing more troops arriving in when their position is exposed. Taking fire from sold positions, they're going to suffer heavy losses fast. And that's just going to be a waste of manpower for HappyPanther because he likely won't be dealing as much damage to Eisen's Kreuz at the same time. Machine remaining settled in the center there, obviously a nice, snug, comfortable position, but it's also one where the machine gun is basically just collecting dust. Like, it's 260 manpower currently doing absolutely bugger all. And my honest opinions about play, you typically want to be using machine gun actively to pressure your opponent, like win early engagements. I mean, obviously, again, there are points where you want to, hold them and all that, but if, like, all of the enemy's infantry over here and your machine gun is there, you may want to consider having the machine gun elsewhere to, like, achieve something. And just going for some field point, a bit of light fire there from the enemy fortress at the conscripts as they retreat. Trying to push for the car point, Gunny's looking to block that move. Squad borders their retreat in the face of HappyPanther's obstinate Grenadiers. We've got Pioneers here fighting Grenadiers there. Was looking to wire off HappyPanther's sandbags there. Pioneers there, Engineers, close race there between the two. A race of death, demise, and corpses. Tech down there for HappyPanther, very good. I imagine Eisen's Kreuz himself is... Yep, got the medics going there to heal his troops up. Engineers being forced for the southern field point there in the wake of the other engineers having to retreat. And we can see the Gunners being hauled from the north towards the south to defend the field point. The Gunners got going in there. So for Eisen's Kreuz in some ways is definitely like, maintaining momentum versus HappyPanther, but for how much longer can he keep this up? The machine gun just remains there. HappyPanther going for Panzer Grenadier. Thumbs up there. Most players will just typically go straight for the light to make a nice company. But an early Panzer Grenadier squad I find can actually be quite good, particularly with the conscripts, as they do tend to perform quite well against them. So I think that's a nice addition here for HappyPanther. Can always just follow up with the light vehicles afterwards. He likely wants. They like to make a nice company here. Conscript the Grenadiers. We got a Lion Grenadier squad here, and sort of wanting to go northwards, but without further support, that's going to be a bit silly. So there you go, Panzer Grenadier Gruppe here, ready for HappyPanther, equipped with the Sturmgewehr 44. Calling out, and we got a mortar advance on Scrotch. I mean, that's an excellent addition as the machine gun, which actually is getting slightly more mobile there. Thumbs up to HappyPanther, but also thumbs up to Kreutz. Plus, on a map like Faymonville Approach, as I like to say, and again, most 1v1 maps, mortars just tend to be a very good addition overall. So, thumbs up the Tyson Scrotch for mortar. Though it might slightly include guard motor then, since you're more like going to go for heavy mortars with that one. Since, you know, the heavy mortars are really good. Contra up north there rather than the Grenadiers, going for the car upon there again. Panzer Grenadier moving forwards. Mortars heading up there. Supporting a fresh push here for the southern fuel point, but this time there's a much more larger German force here with a lot more firepower. There you go, mortar. They're almost taking up the Grenadiers. See Ludwig and Heinz there, shattered by a mortar around there. Excellent there. Good start there. At least one was killed by a shot and a mortar round down there. Contra there being pushed back. And there you go, mortar being pushed back here by the Panzer Grenadier. Armoured car there, almost done for HappyPanther, 2-2. Like the Panzer Speerwagen, which would, I think, roughly sort of mid to late war, actually be sort of stopped production and replaced entirely because it wasn't actually very good reconnaissance vehicle since it had poor performance off-road. Which, you know, for reconnaissance vehicles is actually kind of crucial. It would replace either by heavy armoured cars like the 8-wheeled version, or they'd replace it with half-tracks that would be converted into half-tracks. Half-tracks into, you know, converted into armoured cars, them just being silly. Armoured car pushing forward to the 2-2, like the Panzer Speerwagen. What they're seized. Grenadiers, they're good to go. May, of course, want to heal them up quickly there. Got a medic bunker. That is Obstacle going to heal up, though may take a bit slightly longer. Smoke here in the machine gun position. Good work. We see the HappyPanther responding by repositioning the machine gun. Very good there. Actually catching some of the troops of the MG42, but the terrain here will make it harder for the MG42 to catch them all. So that's a bit awkward there for HappyPanther, but an excellent opening fire since Kreutz and his assault team here. And quite an assault team it is to break through HappyPanther's on the front. We do get the armoured car rushing in, and Iceland's Kreutz currently lacks any counter to the armoured car. No field gun, though he is very close to the T-70 light tank. Very close. Up north there, Pawnee's making very light progress. Fuel on the south, they're being harassed. Armoured car doing what it can there, and there we go. Iceland's Kreutz at the 7-minute mark, 20 seconds. Can build the T-70 light tank, and there we go. He goes for it. Machine gun then needs to reposition. Oh, catching them before underneath that close range. Very good. Absolute song through there. Dimitri. But we got them all to the harder work still there. 3 kills now. Veterans who 1 armoured car going for a weapon. And if we get that weapon, that'd be huge here. Removing a flamethrower team from Iceland's Kreutz roster would be a significant tactical win there for HappyPanther. Back here, medics at the go. Panzer's also good to go there. Southern fuel pump being seized. We got flare mines on as well there. Thumbs up to Iceland's Kreutz. Very thorough work. And we got the T-70 right around the corner. That will force HappyPanther to consider a Pak-40 here. You could also go for another armoured car, though that is a slightly more trickier counter, in particular on a map like Faymonville Approach. And there's also option C, which is going for Panzerschrecks from the Panzer Grenadiers. I'm typically not a huge fan of that, as I always feel it's like a significant downgrade. You just rather want them as anti-infantry. But you can, in theory, you know, go for Panzerschrecks in a pinch. But the fact he's spending munitions, I guess, means he's not. And there goes Smokeson off there against support the armoured car or light tank push there. Thumbs up to Iceland's Kreutz. Really nice, consistent use of smoke mortar bombs there. That is excellent to see. Excellent. Unless, of course, you're the German player, in which case you're probably already going, Scheiße. These Russians know how to fight. There we go. Pak-40 out there. The Panzerabwehrkanone. Main anti-tank of the German army by this stage of the war. Though, of course, on paper at least, realistically, a lot of German divisions did not have access to Pak-40s, even had to make do with either the lower caliber Pak-38 or converted CIS guns. The Germans use a lot of those, like even smaller anti-tank guns like the Pak-36. So, yeah, fun fact there. Pentagon is in pursuit of the T-70 light tank. Flareman goes off there, killing Rudolf. Then it's being pushed back. T-70 charging in. It's hot pursuit. They're trying to get away from those Panthers. Iceland's Kreutz can land. That, of course, going to be a significant blow to HappyPanther's combat ability. But that said, he also is now pushing the T-70 too far ahead. Ooh, he's got. I think there's a good chance of getting the wipe here. Yup, he gets the wipe. That said, his T-70 might actually be in a slight spot of trouble. But you see the Iceland's Kreutz trying to maneuver out. Pak-40 is not pursuing. I think he's trying to bait the Pak-40 into moving, and then once the Pak's on the move, and there go troops arriving, he's going to then dash past for the T-70. He's not going to deal with it. Ooh, there we go. T-70 gets away there with the wipe on HappyPanther's Panthers. That is huge there for Iceland's Kreutz, and definitely a painful moment for HappyPanther and the Germans. Machinery positioning. Pioneer's going to swing about. We got more troops attacking from here. Iceland's Kreuz really not letting up with that pressure. Happy Panther being attacked now from both sides, assailed by the tides of the Soviet army. It's infantry. And there we go, we get Guard Rifle Combined Arms Tactics, opening up for the K1 Heavy Tank, Guards Rifle Infantry, Advanced Fortifications, Howitzers, and the Sturmovik Strafing Run. HappyPanther meanwhile continues to hold his cards tight. Not revealing what he's planning out there. We got Techno for HappyPanther, thumbs up. Guards Rifle there being equipped with the double DP light machine gun upgrade, as potent as always. Northern points being seized. And there you go, kind of using the contra there. Already though, one poor soul leaves this pixelated plane of existence. Still, as all this is happening, north side, HappyPanther's made good progress in just grabbing the entire northern side of the map. Thumbs up to that. Guards knows the Grenadiers, that said, needs to have heavy cover, but the Soviets have a mortar on top of the Guardsmen, replacing the Panther Grenadiers. Thumbs up. Again, some players tend to be a lot less good, I would say, at actually replacing the losses up to a certain point, which is actually, I find, quite crucial. A lot of the time, actually, remember to replace your losses and keep a good, number of infantry squads. So, very nice to see that here from HappyPanther. Very nice to see that. More smoke screens here, but again, also nice to see Iceland's Kreuz is consistently supporting his attacks with smoke screens. Just to disrupt here HappyPanther's defenses, making it harder for HappyPanther to defend. I mean, both players here, I would say, making excellent tactical choices and even strategic choices. So, really good stuff here so far, really good stuff. And also, crucially, now the players are really getting bogged down in just obsessing over one point. And if they are, again, they are using smoke to at least make that obsession, slightly more efficiently taken. So again, Iceland's Kreuz here doing a lot of the right things so far. Going for Maxim, worth noting, we are not seeing any field guns as of yet. He's clearly confident he's not going to hit by any tanks anytime soon. 12-minute mark. Again, with good field harassment, you can actually safely make that assumption, in particular with an armored car from the opponent. So, I mean, Iceland's Kreuz, is definitely not just pulling this out of his behind on assuming he's not going to hit by a tank anytime soon. We do get the support crop here. We'll have to see what HappyPanther does. Does he route the Stug? Will he go for the Panther 4? Will he go for an Ostwind? We shall have to see as to what HappyPanther's plans here are versus Iceland's Kreuz. As far as Iceland's Kreuz starting to take up soonish would be a good idea there. Pack shoots, misses. Mortar there consuming an excellent addition for Iceland's Kreuz. And honestly, HappyPanther should probably consider a mortar of his own at this point. I mean, mortars again are just a great addition, but it could also help him some of the engagement, provide him with smoke screens for his assaults versus Iceland's Kreuz, and maybe provide him with tool to, deal a bit there with Iceland's Kreuz mortar. And there you go, another smoke screen. Just amazing. And he's being hit here by a mine. And he's pushing forward to undercover that. Mine's up here as well. Iceland's Kreuz really starting to just dominate here the center of the map. Most of the map, in fact, just using mines, smoke screens, attacks. Probably not feints, but flanks. So, overall, very tactical, solid repertoire here from Iceland's Kreuz. And HappyPanther's going to come down to, that armor piece and a good doctrinal choice soon, I think. Maxim setting up here in the center. Very good. Dealing with the sandbags there. Pack 40 covering up. He's definitely anticipating that Kreuz will counterattack towards the southern victory point. It looks like he's not wrong at all about that, actually. Lining up for push in the centre as well, but there you go. T70 on the fire from the Pack 40, except for Pack 40 misses. A fortuitous stroke of luck there. Fires as Kreuz. Counter their caught, but the enemy force from the Grenadiers being mauled up. Maxim can slow down the attack, and the presence of the mortar really means HappyPanther is either good through now. He needs to disengage soon before he just get mauled up by the mortar. Pushing back here as well. Pushing forward for the south there. Good, good. Might have actually been using this as diversion, or it's basically a fixing attack to keep Iceland's Kreuz from moving forces southwards. Excellent in that case, though. Thumbs up to HappyPanther, whatever the case. Making good progress there against Iceland's Kreuz, who clearly had too much committed in the north to respond to such a southern flank. Now that's some good operational gameplay here. Can also go for the Stug now. He could go for the Ostwind soon. He could again save up for the Panther 4, which you'll have to see. But he is going for the mortar, and excellent addition again. Even if he doesn't use his his opponent's mortar, it can still provide him with the crucial needed combined arms assets needed against the Socialists. Gonna need something up here, and mortar almost done. Gonna need some healing pretty aggressively. And there you go, got the Grenadier out there for HappyPanther. So mortar just keeps hammering away there. 4 kills, veteran 2. So with this, HappyPanther's been able to gain control of the fuel point again, and slowly getting control of the center as well. We'll have to see how Iceland's Crotch responds to that, but I imagine we're going to see some motions here to lead another assault. Maximum supporting here, but the control being mauled up. Mortar joining in here for HappyPanther. Machine getting mortared. Mortar is going to... Oh, it's going to mortar the conscripts, not the other machine gun or the mortar there. Or is he actually mortaring? I think, yeah, he's mortaring the enemy mortar now. This looks like it. There we go. So mortar on the front from the German mortar. Mechanized armor company up here. Can soon go for the KV-1 heavy tank, which I imagine is what Iceland's Crotch is planning here versus HappyPanther. As for HappyPanther, can go for the Panther 4 in a matter of seconds here. As the assault goes through here at the center road, Iceland's Crotch is forced to abandon positions here and may want to reconsider a counterattack straight through the center, attacking for the flank here, or possibly the flank here. I think would be more optimal lines of attack, though again, if he is going to attack forwards through the center, deploying a smoke screen before that is definitely the right choice. As you can see here, though, HappyPanther is having to concede a bit of ground and try and draw in Iceland's Crotch. Panther 4 halfway done. Crotch is steadily getting closer to the K1. We also do have one strafing run here ready now. Deployed correctly could cause untold casualties and carnage amongst HappyPanther's infantry. Or a lot of merriment at the Soviet Air Force. Troops reinforcing healing. Panther 4 almost done. And again, worth noting, Iceland's Crotch at this point, we are approaching the 60-minute mark, is definitely perhaps getting a bit too confident in the opponent not being able to hit him with a tank, and he's going to regret that now. But at this point, I think this precludes him going festering armor, otherwise Hilly should have gone for it by now to get out the Panther 4 Model J. So more likely, either mechanized. I mean, I don't think it's going to be mechanized, I think we've chosen by now, so could very likely be Spearhead doctrine here for HappyPanther, and he's then going to be planning for a Tiger tank eventually. Also opens up for stuff like, you know, Panther Tactician, mortar half-tracks, and the fragmentation bombs. Heading for northern fuel point again, minesweepers away, thumbs up there. Mortified, basically blazing back and forth. Thick on the score being wiped out. Punch on the flank here, backed up by the 2-2. And the engineers taking nasty losses from the Panzergrenadiers and the Sturmgewehrs, executing them as they try to escape. There we go, 6th Divisional Field Gun out. Does delay the K1 heavy tank in theory here, bung grenade off, the Baldeladno. I'm coming up, Panther 4 joining in there. Pin up machine added. Its first kill was actually a friendly one. That's not going to look great in the reports, is it? North, they need to get the northern fuel point, their victory point, and he should just retreat those Panther grenades. Honestly, at this point, they're so low on health and numbers, it's just going to waste a manpower by Panther. And there you go. We do get Spearhead. We also get the strafing run in, and another Panther squad up the T-70. This one I feel definitely was like just much more of a mistake by HappyPanther. Much more obvious one too. Like you should just retreat those Panther grenades sooner rather than trying to get more out of them there at that point. So yeah. Strafing run though, not too impressive, but again, Spearhead here, so likely going to be seeing a Tiger tank being stalled for now. Will obviously be risking, give his opponent more time to, like, you know, bring in the big stuff himself. That said, Iceland's Crotch is definitely taking some manpower bleeding, so that does delay the KV-1 heavy tank, which helps out HappyPanther in his little quest for heavy armor. Panther 4 there at the ready, mortar holding up. We got counter battery activate, or counter barrage activated to hit back at the serve mortar automatically. Air reconnaissance for HappyPanther, thumbs up there. Smoking off. There we go. Bombardment beginning. Pumping through the center there. Again, smoking suppress them before entering the building. Very good. I mean, obviously not technically suppressed, but effectively suppressed. Counter barrage there so far. Not having much of the impact there. Close to 2 though. Push through the center here. Again, smoking slow lifting. And ultimately, Iceland's Cross not able to exploit it. Fresh smoking down there. Very good. More counter barrage fire. And so far she's not really doing a lot. He probably better off just trying to barrage directly himself. Bet you to the gain actually got some kills then. Never mind me, I clearly spoke too soon. So more repositioning. May actually want to reposition it back into the base and reinforce and healed up. Also, probably should start to see more action on the flanks here. Definitely feel like HappyPanther in particular is risking an awful lot by pushing up the center with all his forces. I mean, right now, if Eisen's Kreutz were to go for Katyusha and then fired all here, he could cause untold harm there to HappyPanther. So he definitely needs to spread out his forces just a bit more. And probably consider some sandbags around here as well once he gets time to make it easy to defend. Because, I mean, he's basically asking his men to fight from very shallow craters, which can quickly double as shallow graves. Oh, we actually get some smoke here from HappyPanther. Nice. Thumbs up. Tier 4 on the way there, but obviously, in terms of fuel, still some fun with everything from the Tiger tank. Or anything else. Maximum sense of the gun, these other guns moving forwards. Panther 4 there already. Southern points being seized here by Eisen's Kreutz infantry, denying victory points and, of course, fuel here to HappyPanther. But the manpower continues to be a bit of a bleeding issue there for Eisen's Kreutz, but he's closing on that K1 heavy tank. He is closing in. Got a bit emerging here, in this case the veteran squad leader there, or sergeant there from the conscript squad there, got added into the guard squad. And there we go, K1 heavy tank on the way, another MD-42 for HappyPanther. Conscript squad there laying down mines, and the sergeant is the first one to die. Healing up the MD-42, they're using the Pioneer's medical kits. Nice, thumbs up. But again, north side, could you see more action from both sides? And there you go, MD-42 team number 2 ready here for HappyPanther. Eisen's Kreutz K1 heavy tank almost ready. There goes smoke from immediate response to HappyPanther positioned by the southern shed. Large shed. Molotov from the Grenadiers, counter on the fire from the Panther 4, a guard squad actually. Note again, he's merging there consistently. Good work there by Eisen's Kreutz, and we get another straight run here against the machine gun. The Grenadiers there. K1 tank almost down in the south here. Eisen's Kreutz is routed with resounding losses. Machine gun there almost taken out, but remains standing. Mostly. But now we got the K1 heavy tank out here for Eisen's Kreutz. Can he leverage this behemoth of Soviet steel here against HappyPanther? Ooh, double wipes almost in the center on the engineers, but Kreutz there has a bit of luck with him and avoids such a terrible fate. But as I said, I really need some more action in the north, in particular from Kreutz. He just grabbed that fuel point. I'm surprised he's not even sending in like an engineer in there to do it. And before they're under fire, K1 also under fire here. Smoke's down again here on the mortar. Nothing further happening here, and we get another pack 40 for HappyPanther. Obviously a sign again that he is stalling for the Tiger tank. Guns being suppressed here, caught by the machine guns under HappyPanther's command. North fuel still very much just ignored by Eisen's Kreutz, forgotten. Like someone's grandmother they got like a Van Gogh in their, you know, backyard garden shed. Gunny's being pushed back. But you definitely managed to slow down a lot more from both sides, as again it is starting to get more center focused. But there you go, Eisen's Kreutz. Son remembers there's a northern fuel point. If it's not like just something in the myths or the legends that his babushka kept talking about. K1 moving in the center again. The Grenadiers is trying to grab the center victory point. South side, we're going to push 40, and we got the field gun bombarding the machine gun position near the shed, shattering with every shell. In the center, Grenadiers being mauled here with the K1 engineers. Northern field being seized. Some surprises. Yeah, he didn't send the engineers up to do that work, but oh well. Doesn't matter. More smoke in the center. Bit late this time around. Definitely getting a bit messy between HappyPanther and Kreutz. HappyPanther getting very close to that Tiger tank. As for Kreutz, holding out valiantly in the face of the fascist advances. There's just a lot of smoke here. I mean, the veterans need 3 more to just throw out so much, but that said, he needs to like pull that back for enforcement and healing. I mean, it's only just 3 guys. We're pretty much just threat bet at this point in terms of like the health bars. Definitely feel like Kreutz is pushing lucky with the mortar there, go down just 2 men. And he's still not retreating it. He does not care about the expense. So there you go, finally retreats the mortar crew there. Took him long enough though. And that was super risky. There you go, fragmentation bomb off though. On the maximum engineers. Oh, what angle has he called in? Oh, close one there. If he'd actually angled like here towards the retreat path of the base, if he could have done that, from that, he could have actually gotten a lot more wipes. But at least he didn't like just go from this angle, like from its own end of the map. That's an actual mistake some players do. You typically want to like angle the fragmentation bomb so it comes from like the opponent's base towards them, so you're more likely to just catch units on retreat. Because a lot of the time, they will look to retreat at the first side of a fragmentation bomb. Straight from the almost got the E-74 True Career does survive. HappyPanther getting ever closer to that K1 Tiger tank there. As far as Kreutz, he's got plenty of fuel for whatever he wants, but the manpower continues to be the driving issue. From Eastern Point, HappyPanther's moments away from the Tiger tank. Pack 40 there at the front line. Mortar back in action there. Fast as Kreutz can receive some fresh mortar gunners and a bit of healing. HappyPanther meanwhile can almost like just hear the Tiger tank arriving in the battlefield here, and there we go. 26-minute mark, and as soon as he has the resources, not a single moment of hesitation there for HappyPanther. None. He calls in the Tiger. The Tiger. Panther shoots, good hit on the conscripts. Veterans 1 gain in the face of the socialists. Titan rolling ahead here, adding in the pylon machine, also very good. Fresh smokes in there by Kreutz. Tiger tank advances there with its 88mm gun. So how will Kreutz respond to this? Another K1? More likely though, I imagine we'll be seeing H-85 tank destroyers to counter the Tiger tank, or more field guns. And there we go, we do get the H-85 tank shot there for Kreutz. Tiger tank just remaining in position, might want to head northwards. Also, I'm surprised there's been absolutely no attempt to grab some of the points here from HappyPanther, honestly, at least at that point. Like, you know, no resistance at all. It's not like, you know, again, Kreutz is really good at like dealing with points far off a lot of the time, as we saw there with the field point. Tiger tank bouncing a shot there. Fun fact, the actual Cis gun could not penetrate the Tiger tank's frontal armor even at close ranges in the actual war. Fun fact. H-5 tank's almost done. Tiger tank then takes a hit from the penetrating hit from the field gun at max range. Air reconnaissance is going to do here by HappyPanther. Labs going to do there what Kreutz is up to, but also I think spot him the H-5 as it arrives here. And finally seeing some movement in the east towards the north there from HappyPanther. Also worth noting, they would normally not use Stukas for air reconnaissance, obviously because they had the model made and all that, but they would typically use a smaller aircraft known as the Fiesler Storch, which is also used as a transport for a lot of like higher ranking officers who need to go from like point A to point B. A few of them died as they crashed. Machine gun there close to the, well, 20 kill mark. There we go. It is already ace level. German mortars also ace with 13 kills. 9 kills here in the third mortar. Kreutz needs to like come up with a proper flanking attack here against HappyPanther. But a resounding, I think, aggressive attack here with, you know, smoke, armor, and air attacks, I think, could do a lot of damage here to HappyPanther, in particular if HappyPanther gets caught wrong-footed. Panther for the remaining reserve in the east, which could actually open up for a counter flank here if Kreutz pushes in from the north. The Panther could then sort of rush from the north side and sort of catch Kreutz from behind. We'll of course have to see this is what transpires, but could be an idea. Then he's taking him loss from the K1. Armored Colts in a bad spot. We got flares off here. Recons there, fast as cross. And there you go. Air support corps moving in here. And there you go. Notice attacking from the opponent's base. Almost caught all the Grenadiers. They could possibly land a wipe there, but not quite the best angle attack there in the end, I suppose. At least it was not entirely sure of the timing. Almost got the pack 4. There you go. Pack 4 down. Now that's a big blow there to HappyPanther. But can Iceland's Cross exploit this? He's moving ahead here. Pack field, technical field gun infantry. Stopping a bit short there. Stopping a bit short. And there you go, grenade on the MD-42 crew there. Ludwig there, finds his face blown off, more to finish them off there. Gonna have to force back that machine gun, perhaps retreated. And all of a sudden the center is slowly collapsing here now. They're gonna feel like Kreutz could have been a tad more aggressive about this. Mortar though needs to get out of there fast. Down to 2 men, but they get away. Northern field being claimed here by HappyPanther once more. Panther 4 moving in. HappyPanther feel like they missed an opportunity to actually flank in behind Kreutz. He's making the attack on the center there, but that's just me. But there you go, T-Center gaining the ace a little bit. It may also not gain a one-way ticket to hell as the Panther 4 catches up with it. It is obviously more than key to put an end to it. There we go, T-70 kaput. Troops enforcing healing. Tiger tank there, half 8 versus 1, K1 being fixed up. So he's got the center, but I would say it's a fairly tenuous position. There's a bit of a bulge he's actually going here by the center victory point. And now it's driving straight for the center here. This time with a lot less support than last time. No smoke screens, not even a flares like check ahead. I feel like that's a bit awfully risky here by Kreutz, to be honest. And also, quite frankly, a bit inefficient. Like no armor support, no tank destroyers, nothing. Not entirely sure what drive Kreutz to do that, though. That definitely strikes me as a bit peculiar. Machine gun though here, East Level being caught with the K1 on the Guards Rifle in there. Heavy losses, heavy damage. Machine gun there, forced to retreat before they all get turned to mincemeat. And then only 1 man survives. Close call, Pack 40 bounces the K1 there. Second Pack 40 also bounces, Panther 4 there. Bounces a shot as it gains 32. 268 versus 319, fairly close between the two sides. Fairly close. Mines moves up the top for repairs, very good. Guinea is busy with mines, obviously concerned about the flanks. Could consider some sandbags being laid down around the console around here to form up a more formidable front around the center victory point. But he could also consider like lining up for a flank attack through the south against HappyPanther. And of course HappyPanther could consider something similar by going up through here, or taking a longer path through here. Of course that is exactly why he's running up the eastern side. Could choose your rocket launcher, and I think... I'm not entirely sure about that one actually. Obviously it's going to be great just blasting support weapons apart, but at the same time, if he doesn't have the follow-up force to support, I don't think it's going to matter as much. He might be off just going for like another tank destroyer, or possibly just a howitzer instead, honestly. But there you go. Moving up here on the flank, we've got, again, infantry without any support. We do get the air support being utilised there. And crucially, no center assault to assist. So, honestly, a lot less effective if I was to squad, I think, long term. Does get one of the pack crews, though, which is definitely something. Northern soldiers been short, and aircraft shot down. Small win, Katyusha out. 10 kills in the Panther 4. Tiger tank once more on the move. And we do see unit being lost there for HappyPanther. Bunker up in the center, or close to the center actually. Likely going to be a command bunker to report his stuff, and possibly also upgrade to medic bunker as well while he's at it. Tiger Panther will push back the conscripts. And the center city advance, field bombarding, K1 moving forwards. Katyusha rocket launcher is ready. Oh, these guys are really bunched up for... Yep, rocket blast here, basically. No, he pulls back. He does not go for rocket shotgun approach. I would have think they actually done that there, like right there, then just splat them all out across the ground. But he did not. I wonder what that could mean. Meanwhile, the ace mortar crew has actually been silenced here by HappyPanther. That is excellent there for HappyPanther. Of course, means he technically has a bit of artillery superiority there. And machine gun bunker. That can't be right. Can it? Really? I'm not seeing a machine gun bunker happening there, to be honest. I'm not seeing that one there, but Maybe that's why I built it. But there you go. Finally Katyusha barrage off here. Tried the rocket shotgun blast, but in this case the position of the gunners would have changed and it was a lot easier for them to like hide up behind a building there. So a lot less efficient here for Iceland's Kreuz. MD-42, those annihilated, assassinated by the Ace Guards Rifle infantry. That was, whew, that was brutal and really left HappyPanther there with a slightly bitter taste in his mouth. H5 lands a great on the Panther 4. In the center, moving forward to the once more. There you go. Target tank lands a good hit there. 13 kills. Close to veterans 1 there. H5 moving forwards here. We got 241 and 3. There you go. H5 punches through the target tank's frontal armor. And again, Sandbags and support machines are pushing these in the south. Very good. Moving forwards, and there you go. Machine gun bunker to the rescue. Maybe. K1 moving forwards. Veteran 1 gained. Pack 40 opening up there. Punch straight for the K1's frontal armor. Target tank shoots, misses. K1 shoots, gets a shot through the target tank's armor, and the pack actually bounces. Panther 4 on the move here, target tank veterans 1. Southern Victory seized back. Got 225 of 303. Iceland's Kreuz continuing to maintain a good lead here versus HappyPanther. And there you go. Ace Guards were getting absolutely mauled now here by HappyPanther and the Germans. 3rd Panzer Division is having none of this. Target tank being fixed up. Southern point being seized there. But Iceland's Kreuz definitely seems to be struggling how to deal with HappyPanther in this currently. Sneaking the H5. Snaps a shot there at the target tank. And actually gets a shot through. Target tank quick to disengage there. Panther so 4 in the center getting hit by an anti-tank ring, damaging the engine. Figure move from one side. K1 holding back here. Could actually risk losing the Panther 4. But great kill for Iceland's Kreuz for sure. Deploying smoke screen there as he disengaged with the Panther 4 further. Almost got it, but looks like he does escape here. K1 moving through here. Perhaps trying to finish off the Panther 4. Ooh, almost got the pack here. Excellent for Iceland's Kreuz. Definitely a bit of potential nightmare here for HappyPanther, but no, successfully gets it to safety now. The K1's actually the one with the damaged engine, allowing the pack and the target tank to possibly finish it off here. And air recon here from HappyPanther against Iceland's Kreuz positions, trying to figure out where the best line of attack is possibly, or at least what to expect from Iceland's Kreuz in the near future. Katyusha falling back. I think because he's worked, there might be something called in against the Katyusha, like a fragmentation bomb follow-up or an artillery strike. Not uncommon for some place like use air recon in combination with some sort of like, you know, one strike weapons like quickly knock out and artillery piece. Iceland's Kreuz though is actually taking this opportunity to perhaps get on the offensive now. Infantry backed up by tanks, so we've still got the pack 40, got a strafe run. He gets machine gun, calling it from the angle, so the cover bonus doesn't apply. Almost wipes the machine crew in a matter of seconds. Almost got there, go troops suppressed, H5 being pushed back. Ooh, close one here though for Kreuz, so close, but without the smoke screen to assist, it becomes a lot easier for HappyPanther to break up Kreuz's assaults. Plus, of course, the air recon also tells them what to expect, so that also helps there for HappyPanther. Machine gun bunker also helps part there of the assault. Targeting them at least lining up for a push up north, perhaps. Kreuz there holding on for dear life. We got 182 as a 303. K1 rolling ahead here, Iceland's Kreuz. 12 kills halfway to the east level. Playing out some of the terrain there, removing cover here for HappyPanther to hide behind. Targeting racing forward here. Catches the field crew in a bad spot, but also the K1 shot bounces. But almost got the field gun just for those machine guns. But there you go, H5 to the rescue, and there you go, the armored cars pushing forwards. Oh dear, what is happening here? He's rushing forwards there. Oh, but I thought he'd gone for the smoke, pop smoke to further disrupt. No, he's going here for the Katyusha with the armored car, taking advantage of the Chaos and Iceland's Kreuz lines. There we go. Now we got the smokers further popped here as well. Got the Katyusha. H5 engaged by the Panther 4. Target tank taking some of the hits. Could lose the H5 here, and there you go. H5 knocked out. A huge blow to Iceland's Kreuz and the Red Army. He will get the 2-2, but that is not going to cut it for Iceland's Kreuz, though. I mean, that is definitely not an equal trade. Katyusha for an armored car is very much German favoured. Panther 4 there near East, little target tank there close to Veteran 2. Iceland's Kreuz is definitely starting to take a bit of a pounding here from HappyPanther and the Germans. His front line there got devastated by that dashing armoured car race there, which completely threw him off there, allowing HappyPanther's armour to then mop up the rest quite successfully. Now Eisenhorst is going to have to wait for initiative 5, and even then he's going to be significantly, I think, undergunned compared to HappyPanther. He also has no artillery now. They can still crew the mortar, but it seems to like he's forgotten about the mortar's existence. Got these far out there. So now HappyPanther's looking a lot stronger. He should be pushing from the northern victory point just in case. He's instead setting up a new offensive line right outside his opponent's base. That is really bold. He's also destroying the mortar just in case Eisenhorst remembers it exists. HappyPanther makes sure it does not exist by the time he remembers it. Michigan again the ace level, very good. Panther 4 by is ace level, a pocket tiger. Oh, what a whiff there by the issue 5, an absolute whiff. Tiger tank very close there to Bethany 2.
The enemy is attacking our HQ.
166 for 287. Things looking rough here. Fastest Kreutz, fresh air recon from HappyPanther's been using that ability fairly consistently. In fact, he's used almost everything in the doctrine at this point except the mortar half track. He's like really close to bingo. Honestly, at this point, he could get away with just going for the mortar just for the half track, just for the hell of it. Plus, he could take the alarm to fire incendiary rounds into the enemy's base and just burn them up as trying to heal up. That would be pretty cheeky. Tiger tank getting me 2 double packs opening up there. I mean, at this point, it seems to be very much due to here versus Kreutz. He's probably trying to find out a way, but the problem is right now he just seems to complete like caught up with things. He just keeps attacking head on into HappyPanther rather than looking for an angle where he can deal the most damage while taking the least here from Eisenhorst. So this is very much HappyPanther's match at this point. As HappyPanther's now slaughtering Eisenhorst's force within his base there. You could actually move up the mortar and a mortar after again, just bombard Eisenhorst's force within his base, but Kreutz, at least for now, seems to believe there is some sort of chance of victory. That or the commissar that's pointing a gun at Eisenhorst said believes there is. Fixing up the Tiger tank. Panther 4 at the ready, packs as well. Pretty tall order here for Kreutz, who's fixing up his tank destroyer and his K1. He's like to finally move northwards there. But can Kreutz, like, at this point, conceive of an attack that can really do the damage he needs here versus HappyPanther? Got an armored car here. I mean, again, he could just go for the mortar half track, possibly multiples. Mine goes off there, killing Friedrich and Heinz. Counter-sing out. Very quiet here. I mean, Eisenhorst is definitely thinking about something, but can he actually pull it off? Tiger tank is immediately ready to resist whatever Eisenhorst is planned. There you go. Panzer lands a great hit. I think also Faymonville further exacerbating catch. There you go. Counter back, get wiped out. Shredded here. Annihilated by Panther's force. The armor is just tearing apart Eisenhorst's forces just made out of paper at this point. I mean, there's just no mercy being displayed by HappyPanther. Someone called HappyPanther, he does not leave a lot of happy things behind him. Well, if not, at least if they're not German. 26 kills in the Tiger tank there, 41 in the Panzer 4. Ace. K1 wing forts, 85 and almost done. We got 166 to 242. I'm surprised that HappyPanther's done more to like grab the northern side of the map, to be honest, here versus Eisenhorst. That feels a bit lazy. K1 there, gaining the ace level. But they're getting hit by the Pack 40. We got a target weak point inbound. Panther 4, target tank striking. Tank destroyer there. Stunned by the Pack 40 crew there. We got 166 to 37. A last desperate and quite frankly pointless charge by Eisenhorst at this point. I mean, the fire think is very much over for him. K1 down, 2's being absolutely mauled here. Machine gun fire, tank fire. 27 kills there, 44, and now Guards of the Croix surrenders. A loss here for the Red Army, a victory for the German Army, a brutal fight, but also I think a very nice fight with a lot of good use early on, early mids, like, you know, smoke screens and maneuvers and all that. Sadly for Croix, he got too fixated on the center, forgot about the flanks, and I feel like also like started like, you know, getting a bit too passive here. Was HappyPanther exploited the thing quite well. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. I learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment. This is Impelling Cheers. Thank you for watching. I'm sure tomorrow again for a nice episode. Bye.